we go. We are here with AOC and another artist check-in. I'm Daryl Grant, and I have the pleasure of having with me today my friend, fellow teaching artist, Destiny Renee. What's up, friend? How you doing?
I've been trying to take it day by day. So today, a little tired. I've been trying to slow things down a little bit. I mean, as slow as we think the year's been going, it just feels like everything's just warp speed of a lot to handle, that sometimes I feel like my brain is forgetting what's going on right now, just out of protection, which is, it's wild. So yeah, today a little tired. This week has been just trying to find balance, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've always been a fan of your work. I love that there's such a mix in there, like from Shakespeare, teaching artists, all of this. I mean, and I know you've had the pleasure of working at one of the only boys and girls clubs that was dedicated to theater and fine arts, right? But I mean, we know each other because we worked together at 7 Stages. I was able to work under Destiny's management at the YC at 7 Stages. She did an awesome job. You did an amazing job with YC. The first virtual summer program. So you did that. But for those who
Thank you
not
so much.
familiar with you and your work, how can you, explain and describe who you are as an artist here in Atlanta?
Well, I came to Atlanta about 5 years ago, and it was like, I was maybe 1 year out of college, and I was like, ooh, I'm a performer, I'm an actress, and I'm gonna go and do theater and film, and because Atlanta's this big pull, this big draw, and I really wanted to be surrounded by artists of color. So that was why I came here. And then just my idea of just being a performer, being an artist kind of changed. My art changed, the way I expressed myself changed. It turned into just being an actress, into writing more, and it turned into poetry, and then it turned into painting, and then it turned into, I mean, I've always loved Shakespeare. Shakespeare's just, he's legit. It turned into, I've always taught children, so being a teaching artist has just been a part of me since I was younger. Currently, though, this year, in 2020, my artistry has really turned into visuals, creating photos of like myself stepping into, I'm exploring like gender bending and body image and sexuality right now. So like my expression has turned into putting that in photographs of myself and stepping into certain like archetypes and stereotypes and really exploring the ones that have built me. So that's kind of what I'm into right now, and I'm just going with whatever ways my body and mind and spirit are telling me to create right now, and just knowing that that's who I am. I'm not just one thing.
And I love that. I think that's what, you're such a creative person. And I think working with you, getting to see that firsthand and have a front row seat to just how your ideas, you get this spark about them and how you explain it to the teens and to the students and, and see it at every level. Like I love having that front row seat. So thank you for that. But how with the climate of everything in Atlanta and, injustices against people of color and just downright murder of Black people, how has that affected your art or your artistry? Or are you seeing that being poured into your art?
Yes, actually, for this upcoming shoot that I'm doing, I wanted to be a lot more playful, a lot more daring, a lot more bold, and the only way that I felt like I can do that was to play on the edge of balance physically. And it really connected me to being like a Black person in America, possibly just the world, how we're always a little on edge. We are never firmly safe. So in that shoot, I will either only have one foot on the ground or always have my feet slightly off. And that's my paying tribute to that. And how I feel right now, and I don't necessarily feel safe. it used to be subconscious, and now it's just like I just don't feel comfortable half of the time. And so, and I'm a very positive person. So for me, it's just like,
It's more of a having to be more aware. Like we were all, always taught to already be aware, but now it's just like, oh my goodness, I'm more aware of some of the spaces I walk into and realizing now quicker rather than later when I'm the only bit of color there. Like it's like,
yeah.
let me make sure I really know what the exits are. And it's sad, but that's, wow.
Oh my goodness. Have you seen Lovecraft Country?
Love, by the way, like, thank you for giving us the mix of genres finally, but whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it hurts me so much because I just came off of a 3-week trip visiting family and friends, and they're in Tennessee and they're in Virginia and North Carolina. And just, I'm driving by myself, and it's like that fear is so present to this day. And then I come home and I start watching Lovecraft Country, and I'm just in such pain for my ancestors.
Wow.
And that is still beating within my present day heart.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it's really rough.
But I mean, that's why it's important for us to kind of, lean on each other and communicate. I'm finding that more so now than ever, because I don't know where I would be if we didn't have YC this summer to kind of work through and having to smile and have our dance parties to start our day. I probably would have been a hot mess trying to process everything and missing the stage and missing the norm.
Yeah.
It was good to still be doing work and do it for such a good cause as to get our teams and keeping our students plugged in. It kept me focused. It really did.
Yeah, it does. I mean, the kids are the ones that ground us. They really do. Like sometimes I forget, and then I go back, and then I teach all the time, everywhere, and I still every time I'm with them get that reminder of this is why I'm here, and this is what I'm doing, this is what I need to be doing. They bring me back to being okay. Yeah.
And I love that they're okay with our quirkiness, with theater, because I was glad I was happy when I found my tribe, my theater group, and I was like, oh my God, these are my people. The students are so open to us just being us and just accepting of that and that love, and it builds our relationship with them, and it's amazing. So, yeah.
The more quirky we are, the more it gives them permission to not judge themselves and to create, because when they're around their other friends or other student bodies, they're really protective of what they are doing at every moment. And then to come around us and have that freedom, it's like, it's okay to be my weird self.
Wow. Well, what do you have, anything coming up that we need to put on our radar? I know you were, right before the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken, you were shooting a web series or something, right? Right before that, there was a lot going on right before we stopped. So is any of this coming back up that we need to be aware of? And basically, how can we support you as a community? That's the biggest, making sure that we encourage and uplift you during this time.
During this yes, I was shooting something. It was actually my first pilot in California. Apparently, mum's the word. It's been into some festivals and people are enjoying it. I haven't seen it yet because that's always the nature of film. It's ridiculous. But so when that comes out, sure, I'm gonna blast it for me. But I was a part of the next great face of Ambi this amidst the pandemic, and I actually won, and there was I was a part of the 5 winners. Yeah.
What? Yeah. A couple times I was going in there clicking my vote.
Yes.
Look at him.
So that's what I'm saying. I do feel the love. I do feel the support. So whatever our community is doing, they're doing it. I do feel safe. I feel checked on by my brothers and sisters. I feel like, it doesn't matter what else is going on. Are you good? I got you. So I feel the love. I don't think I need anything more, but just this alone, it's very nice.
Yeah, just a little check-in, a little how you doing amongst
Hmm.
family. That's all. That's all. I
Yeah.
mean, how can we support you, whether it be on social media or find you if anything's coming up? We'll
Oh
be looking
yeah.
out for that web series and looking out for that
Hmm.
show later on.
Hmm.
But if people want
Hmm.
to connect with you, how would they go about doing that?
Yeah, at Just Destiny Renee on the Insta. You know, Instagram is just like it is the marketing tool of the century right now. So follow your girl. That's the support I need right now. Thank
Right.
you.
Wow. This is the smile I needed right now. Honestly, like I have been
Oh,
since YC ended. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm
yes.
still going to be working with Seven Stages and doing some things there. Thank God. I'm so
Yes.
excited for them and everything that they're doing
Hmm.
and keeping us going and sane
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
creating during
Hmm.
this time. So we'll be working on some things. We have some things coming up, but yeah, we'll
Yeah.
send out a schedule of when these interviews are going to hit online, and that's about
Yeah.
it. To check in with our people and see our faces, support each other. And this has been
Who,
another. Go ahead. Wait.
wait, who's checking in on you though?
Who's check? You know what? I get checked in during these check-ins. Okay. That's
Okay.
when I get my check-in. And also, I still get, I still have my Heidi conversations because I'm still
Okay.
working with Seven Stages, checking in with Paul at Out Front. We're doing some stuff over there.
Okay.
And they're always making sure when we start the process, whether it be a production meeting, how are you doing? What's going on? So we have, to get that out of the way because it's a realistic thing. It's what we're going through. And I'm appreciative to be aligned with people that we can have those conversations with that really care about how we're
Hmm.
doing. So I'm getting my little
Yeah.
check-ins here and there, but this gives me,
Okay, alignment.
this gives me joy knowing that our people in our community and our artists here, that we're safe and we're all sound and doing good. So I got my joy for the
Yes.
day.
Mm,
I
I'm
love
so
you,
glad to see
Destiny
your face.
Renee. Good to see
Love
you,
you
man.
too.
Oh,
Mm.
this has been another AOC Artist Check-In. Until next time, y'all. Bye.
Bye, Daryl.
Bye, Destiny. Thank you. Good to see
Be
you.
good. Be good, my friend.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.